Galacticos, the moment of the season is here. The Champions League Finals in Milan. This is the 11 I want to see. I want to see Keylor Navas in goal, Pepe and Ramos in the center backs. Out wide, I want to see Marcelo and Carvajal. Center mid, I want to see Casemiro, our Casemiro, that guy who holds it down in the center midfield. Above him, I want to see Kroos and Modric, and of course, up top, the BBC.
Well, Galacticos, what better place to be to bring you all this content. Of course, tomorrow and Saturday we'll be bringing you everything from Milan. To talk about the lineup, there's no doubts. I don't think there will be any changes or experiments. Those are the 11 guys who are going to jump on the pitch. And well, let's talk about Real Madrid and the game. Start with Real Madrid. How do you think Real Madrid get to this very important match?
This very important match. I mean, above all, I think they're excited and they're coming in off a great moment. I mean, this is the season. We didn't expect this to happen. I think in mid-season we thought, wow, this could end up being a season where we have no Copa del Rey, no league, and no Champions League, even though it's a little early to say what was going to happen in Champions League. And here we've come. We made a comeback in the league. We ended up second, and now we're in the Champions League final. I mean, I think they have to be excited in a great moment and really looking forward to the second Madrid derby. Well, derby Champions League final. It's kind of crazy.
I like that very much. The fact that they are excited, I think that's a good way to describe it. That's what they're feeling, hopefully.
Hopefully.
And, you know, especially because of what you were saying, like, we didn't expect this to happen. And I think we have managed to put all these problems behind and, like, maybe think about this as, like, not even being the same season.
Yeah.
Like, all these, you know, awful things that happened with the Copa del Rey, the mid-season with the Liga, with Benitez and everything. I think Zidane has been very smart to put all the players on the same page. And to speak about individual players, I think like all of them are excited to share this moment. Like Keylor Navas, for example.
It's his first Champions League final ever, and on top of that, with Real Madrid, I think that's where else could you want to be?
Exactly, and I think Keylor Navas is like thinking about this game like, this is where I show that, you know, I am the goalkeeper of this team.
Right.
I've shown it all season long, but this is when.
This is his magic moment.
And, you know, Pepe and Ramos started the season kind of weakly or, you know, like shaky.
Shaky, inconsistent, a little bit iffy.
But the last months have been very strong. They're solid. Carvajal and Marcelo, what can we say? Casemiro, again, you know, Casemiro was a guy that nobody counted on at the beginning of the season.
One of the surprises of the season for us, and he has shown time and time again that in this 4-3-3, we need him there.
Exactly, you know, Modric and Kroos. Modric especially, I'm really excited to see him play. I think Modric is coming off like 2 great, amazing months, just showing like he's one of the best midfielders in the world.
Yeah,
and he's ready for this game, so I'm really excited about Lukita Modric. And then I thought the BBC, you know, it's like, you know, bad moments, good moments, but they're all, the 3 of them are coming in sweet.
And I think that
point.
This is a big thing for us, is to have all of them healthy as possible. Obviously, there's a little bit of doubts about Cristiano's health and his femoral biceps, but I think that overall he's probably recovered as much as he can, as close to 100% as he can, and to have the 3 of them ready for this final, I think is so important. And I'm excited to see how the 3 of them are going to play. I mean, we've been watching clips recently of all of their goals this season, and they really are magic when they're on. It's incredible.
It's true. So, you know, given what we've been saying and like given how this season has happened, I don't think Real Madrid could get to this game in any better form.
No.
So I'm very excited. Let's talk about the game a little bit. What do you expect from the game?
I mean, I think we all know how Atleti's going to come into this match, and I think we need to expect them how they play. These are 2 teams that know each other very well, and I think that it's going to be a very intense game. Depending on how the first 20 minutes go, I think it'll really determine the rest of the rhythm of the game. And so I think those first 20 minutes are going to be really important. I think if we can put an early goal in, it'll really have to change Atleti's game plan. If they put an early goal in, it'll obviously change their game plan, our game plan. We don't want to see an early goal from them. And I think that the longer we wait to score a goal, the more complicated it gets. And I really want to end this match in 90 minutes.
Yeah, it's true. And I think it's a key what you said of the first 20 minutes for 2 reasons. Number 1, for the first goal, see who scores that one and like who changes their game plan. And also because of the individual performances and how like psychologically those first minutes affect. Let's say, for example, we've seen Cristiano many times, you know, like in his first 2 or 3 interventions in the game, like if they're good, like he comes up and suddenly we have a monster on the pitch. But if they're not good, like I don't think Cristiano is gonna hide in this game, but it could affect him mentally. And I think a lot of the players are gonna, you know, be affected psychologically by how like their performance on those first 10 or 20 minutes.
No, and that generally happens in football. I mean, your first couple of touches on the ball, if they're poor, you start to think, gosh, what am I doing, you know? And we want to see them having great first touches, their first times they're touching the ball, great passes, not losing possession. I mean, it needs to be sharp and on point. And I think if we can see the first 15, 20 minutes of the players doing what they need to do, not making many mistakes and looking clean and sharp, I think that will really also determine the rhythm of the game for all the players. They're obviously professionals. They know how to work through mentally those sorts of things, but I think it does take a toll, especially in an important final like this.
I think the key is going to be of the game. I think the key is going to be obviously in the midfield.
Yes.
Simeone has this kind of fixation to dominate that midfield, but I think Zidane has the same thing. You know, I don't think Zidane is thinking like, oh yeah, let's let Simeone dominate that part of the pitch. It's true they're going to have 4 players against our 3, but I'm expecting to see those 3 never be 3, but be 6.
Right.
You know, because I want to see Bale, Cristiano, and Benzema really implied on defense this time.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think important, and we've been saying this all season long, it's always important. The defense starts with the forwards, and we need to see them getting back, helping on defense, and I think that if we see a solidified forward line with the midfield and helping out on defense, I don't think we'll have very many problems. But I think also what's important is to make Atleti play. I think if we can make them play,
they can suffer maybe a little bit more.
A little bit. I think that if they come out and sit back and just play that counter-attack style that, I don't know, that's sort of how I'm expecting them to play. I know Atleti can play, but I might take them sort of out of their comfort zone if they have to play for a full 90 or 70 minutes, something like that.
That is true. And of course, Galacticos, we could talk for hours about this game, but you know, I think it's time to just sit down and wait until the initial whistle. So having said all this, let's go with a prediction.
My prediction. Give yours first.
I think Real Madrid is going to win 3-1 in 90 minutes.
In 90 minutes, no extra time. I'm hoping as well for no extra time. I'm hoping for a win, obviously. I think it's going to be 2-1. I don't know if it's going to be 3-1, so I'm going to go 2-1.
So 3-1, 2-1. Of course, we want to know what you think is going to happen, and hopefully, you know, any of the results we've said happens, because that would make us very happy, and would make you very happy too, Galacticos. So this is
the moment. This
from
is
us, from here, from Madrid. The rest of the content will be coming from Milan.
He'll be in Milan. I'll be in Madrid. Hopefully outside of Cibeles for you guys.
And if you haven't yet, you know, give us a click for the like and subscribe, and we'll see you in Italy.